First, I'll provide the verses from John 9 verses 31 to 40, using the New International Version, NIV, for clarity. Then, I'll offer an exposition of the passage. John 9 verses 31 to 40, NIV. 31 We know that God does not listen to sinners. He listens to the godly person who does His will. 32 Nobody has ever heard of opening the eyes of a man born blind. 33 If this man were not from God, he could do nothing. 34 To this they replied, You were steeped in sin at birth, how dare you lecture us? And they threw him out. 35 Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, and when he found him, he said, Do you believe in the Son of Man? 36 Who is he, sir? The man asked. Tell me so that I may believe in him. 37 Jesus said, You have now seen him, in fact, he is the one speaking with you. 38 Then the man said, Lord, I believe, and he worshipped him. 39 Jesus said, For judgment I have come into this world, so that the blind will see and those who see will become blind. 40 Some Pharisees who were with him heard him say this and asked, What? Are we blind too? Exposition. This passage is a continuation of the story where Jesus heals a man who was born blind. It captures a pivotal confrontation between the religious authorities of the day, the Pharisees, and the man Jesus healed. Verses 31 to 33, the healed man is defending Jesus against the Pharisees' accusations. He argues that God listens to those who do His will and points out the unprecedented nature of the miracle. His logic is simple: if Jesus were not from God, He wouldn't have been able to perform such a miracle. Verse 34, the Pharisees, feeling challenged and unable to counter His testimony, resort to personal attacks. They bring up the man's past and previous condition as a blind person, essentially saying he was a sinner from birth. In their frustration, they excommunicate him, a significant punishment in that society. Verses 35 to 38, after the man is thrown out, Jesus seeks him out to reveal his identity to him more fully. When Jesus identifies himself as the Son of Man, a messianic title, the man's faith is solidified, and he worships Jesus. This shows that while the religious leaders are rejecting Jesus, those who experience His transformative power accept Him. Verse 39, Jesus then makes a profound statement about His mission. While He gives physical sight to the blind, His primary mission is to give spiritual sight. Those who think they see, like the Pharisees, who believed they had full understanding of religious matters, are shown to be spiritually blind, while those who recognize their need, like the healed man, are the ones who truly see. Verse 40, the Pharisees, perhaps sensing Jesus' critique, confront Him. Their question reveals their defensive posture and unwillingness to acknowledge their spiritual blindness. In essence, this passage contrasts the open-hearted faith of the healed man with the spiritual blindness of the religious elite. It underscores the theme found throughout the Gospel of John: Jesus is the light of the world, and while many will come to Him and find sight, others will remain in darkness, blinded by their pride and preconceptions.